Building for the Be More Today show, the final episode for 2023. We are back. We are back. We are back in the building. And folks, it has been a minute and a half. I have been all over the place doing so many things during this season into the holiday season now where we are. And I had to have one more show just to give you guys some more love and to thank you for supporting the Be More Today show for season number 4. This was a great season for us. We had so many amazing guests on the show. So many amazing things happened this year. And again, all thanks to your love and support for being there for us since day one. I mean, there are so many things that when I go back and just see all the things that I am appreciative of when it comes to you, the listeners, the viewers, those who watched online or who supported us financially on the Be More Today show, it does not go unnoticed. And again, this show has grown so much over the last 4 years. As you already know, we are now 54,000 downloads, heard in over 80 countries. And the Be More Today shows everywhere, on Instagram, on Facebook. We are continuing to grow. And this year was a year where I saw myself pushing the envelope. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, but I want to just say thank you to our sponsors. We have a number of sponsors who continue just to give us love and support. Lunice Williams is one, Juanita Cabello is another, Jag PT is another. Thank you so much for your love and support. It has not gone unnoticed this entire year, just showering us with love with donations and continuing just to help us grow. This platform has been one that I have birthed from the beginning. And as we look towards season 5 for next year, I have so many thoughts, so many things in store for us to continue to grow and push forward. But I do want to share our quote for today, which is simple as always. Gratitude and attitude are not challenges, they are choices. Gratitude and attitude are not challenges, they are choices. And it's true. This year, I have had feelings of both. Feelings of gratitude for the things that I've been blessed to do. I think about my Berlin madness. I wanted to run the fastest time I've run in my entire life. I hadn't run it, and I said I wanted to run 3:45, and I ended up running 3:42. I'm grateful that I was able to do that my body was still healthy enough, my knees still able enough to get that thing done. Gratitude for all the blessings that came from Be More Today this year. We had 4 challenges that we have people doing. Our Steps to Greatness challenge has grown so much, and there are people who are continuing to go out there to take their steps to greatness to be the best version of themselves in various ways. I'm grateful for everyone who signed up for a challenge. The workouts that we've done this year, our 6 a.m. workouts every morning, Monday and Wednesday morning, the people have been coming out to work out with me every single Monday and Wednesday for the entire year. I'm grateful that they've done that and that they've seen improvements in their lives, in their health, in their wellness, in their well-being, in the feeling they have in their bodies, the energy, the strength they have. I'm grateful for that, for my family and my friends, my Spartan Sunday Running Club, and all those who've been a part of this journey with me as I've grown in my profession and my job, as a father, as a husband, as a man. I'm just grateful for so many things during this holiday season. And the attitude, there were times when, I'm sure you can relate, when it comes to being more today, it's not always something that we want to do. Yes, I know I'm Be More Today and we should be more today and strive and all these different things. But there were many days this year where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get up for a 5 o'clock workout or a 6 o'clock workout. I didn't want to have to go for a run in the cold. I didn't want to have to put more time into writing this book, which I am working on, my second book, which I'm looking to have come out sometime in April. And I'm working on that right now. I'm going through the edits, and I find myself in these moments where I'm like, ugh, I don't have to do this at all. I don't have to do anything, but I want to do it. And the attitude I have to have towards that thing is, you have to get this thing done. Be grateful for what you have and change your attitude when it's negative to positive to get what you want to get done. And I'm still working on that because, as you know, this time of the year is stressful for many of us. For those who have and for those who don't have, it's a time of the year where you just want to relax. You want to wind the year down. You want to ease into 2024. But it's also a year where we reflect and see, what we could have done better, what we're looking forward to for the next year. And people are already starting to think about goals and steps to greatness, right? Your S2Gs, your starts, your stops, your goals for next year. I'm already on that tip, trying to see what I want to step it up my game wise for next year. But use this time, and I can just give you some advice. Use this time right now just to really bask in the small victories you had this year. Each of you had victories you had when it comes to your fitness, your wellness. You went out there, you did a challenge, you did a race, no matter the distance. You went out there and you got that thing done. Be grateful for that. Be excited about that. Be happy about that. Pat yourself on the back for doing those things. You are a champion. You were more. You were great for doing those things. Just signing up and doing it, you did it. And, we sometimes look down on ourselves or we say, oh, well, I did this, but I fell off the wagon. No problem. Listen, there was a part in my life when I was so focused on, yo, you got to do this. You have to get it done. You got to say what you got to say. You got to mean it. And if you don't do it, then you're failing. Nah, that ship has sailed for me. I'm more in this mindset at the age of 42, soon to be 43 as I go into this next year, that life is a gift. It's a blessing just to be alive. And every day you can go out there and appreciate and enjoy life for what it is worth is a blessing. And we're not gonna always have great days. You're not gonna always have days where you feel like you want to be more. You're gonna have days where you want to be less. You're gonna have days where you want to get more sleep. So you have to cut something out to be less. And I know I push be more today, right? Be more today. My daughter always says, you always say be more today, Daddy. Yes, I push that thing. But there are times where we have to be less. You can't be more in everything. You can't. And I've learned that myself this year. You can't be more in everything. Because if you're more in everything, then something has to give. Either the something has to give or the quality of your moreness has to change. Because you can't be great at everything all the time. There's no way. I've shown that and seen that in my own personal life, right? When it comes to work, when it comes to family, when it comes to everything. I can't sit here and pour into everything that I'm doing and expect that they're all going to be great. No, 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 no. When it comes to work, when it comes to family, when it comes to professional life, my personal life, there are times when I put more into some of those cups than others. And there are times when, because of that, some cups have less. It's inevitable. Otherwise, you're going to have burnout. You're going to have issues. You're going to have problems. You're going to not want to do anything at all and get to a place where you want to be less for everything. So my charge for you for next year, as we're looking array towards 2024, is to know what you want to be more for. Know what you want to be more in. And don't be afraid to say, you know what? I want to be more here. I have to be less here. Or I want to get more of my time here. I have to get less of my time here. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. There's no escaping that. There's no way around it. I know for some, it seems like you have more time than others, or some may have more time than you. They don't. We all have 24 hours a day, right? 24 hours every single day to go out there and get something done. Now, my charge for you is to figure out what's going to be most important for you in 24. What are you going to do more in 24? That's my charge for you, because 23 is already here and it's already done, right? This year flew by. We did so many great things. We succeeded in some things and we failed in some things, but regardless, the year is coming to an end. So we're looking for 24. We're looking to be more in 24. And there are a couple of things that I can suggest for you to be more in 24. Number one, for those of you who have not already signed up for our Steps of Greatness Challenge, please, you still have time to do so. Our Steps of Greatness Challenge is starting on January 1st. It's a challenge where you are going to be charged to get your steps in. Now, I know steps are pretty easy for most of you because you walk around and do certain things, but when it comes to movement, we can sometimes be very, very, very sedentary. And one of the things that we've seen in research, and I've talked about this a number of times on the show, is that getting your 10,000 steps in a day is great for so many things, right? Improving your ability to live longer, improving your ability to focus more, improving your ability to have healthier bones, improving your cognition, so many things, reducing the risk of heart attacks and strokes, so many things. So my charge for you, if you don't already know, our Steps to Greatness Challenge is still open to be signed up for. Registration ends on the 31st of this month. So you can join us. We're looking for about 50 people. We are more than halfway there. Looking for 50 people to sign up and just join our challenge. Again, it's 10,000 steps every day for 40 days. And what we're doing this year is I'm giving you a glimpse of my book, which is coming out in the spring, Project 40. Now, Project 40, we've talked about on this show before. It's about going out there and doing 40 minutes of fitness every single day, because that also has shown to improve all the things I talked about, reducing the risk of strokes and diabetes and hypertension, all these different things in your life. It helps to make sure that you can live a more or higher quality life, and you can live longer and feel better. So we're gonna be adding some things to our steps challenge. Yes, your job is to go out there and get steps, but every 4 days, I'm gonna give you a new exercise to do. And at the end of the 40 days, you'll have 10 exercises you can add to your life that will add up to about 40 minutes of working out. And that 40 minutes of working out is going to be your way of doing your due diligence to feel better on a regular basis and to take your steps to greatness to be the best version of you. So if you want to join us, there's still time. Go to our website, bemoretoday.com, look for Project 40 or look for Steps to Greatness Challenge, and you'll be able to sign up for the challenge on the website until December 31st. The registration fee is $5, and there are prizes, monetary prizes for first, second, and third place. So go out there and join us. We're super excited about that. Number 2, my book, which will be entitled, and is entitled Project 40, is a book that you don't want to miss this year. If you already read my first book, Be More Today, A 40 Guide to a Better Version of You, I salute you. I salute you so much. You're always welcome to start that book again in January with your starts, your stops, your goals, right? Your steps to greatness. But if you're looking for the next step, my second book, Project 40, is basically the next step to that challenge where you've done your 40 days, right? You've hit your starts, your stops, your goals, and you've gotten into a rut. And now you feel like, what am I supposed to do? What's the next step? How do I push forward to get to the next level of my progress? And that's Project 40. Project 40 is going to be 40 days of the next steps in these journeys, talking about where you are in your Be More Today journey and how to get to the next level past that. Because each of us knows we get stagnant, we get lazy, we get tired, we level off, right? We plateau. And how do you find the energy? How do you find the motivation to go to the next level, even if you've done any challenge, right? Like I did the marathon in Berlin. I did that marathon. I pushed, didn't miss a workout, pushed hard until the end of September. And I took 2 months off. I rested, I chilled, and I ran today. And although I picked up where I left off, I had to really push myself to go out there and say, you know what? Let's go. It is time to go. Sometimes you need motivation to do that. And for some of us, we can motivate ourselves. But for others, we need a push, we need a jolt, we need something or someone to help us get there. And that's what my book is supposed to be, that jolt you're going to look for and need for 2024 to be more in 24. Go get Project 40, and we'll have more details about that as the year continues to go on into next year. Number 3, my charge for you is to think about what you saw this year in yourself. For me, coming out of COVID-19 and coming out of all these things, we're getting back to what we used to do as human beings, right? This thing happened, you can call it the blip, you can call it COVID, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but this major thing happened to each of us. All of us were affected by this thing, and it changed us. It changed the entire world. And now that it's slowing down and we're getting back into our regular routines, people are going back to work, businesses are opening up again, things are happening again, we're back in our same cycle, our same rut. And this goes across all platforms. We're talking about jobs, we're talking about places of business, we're talking about places of faith, right? We're all doing the same stuff we used to do before the blip, before COVID-19. And I challenge you to use 24 to be more, not just for yourself, but for your community, to be more for your family, to give back more than you had before, to be a little more invested in those around you, whether it's someone that you're mentoring or whether it's someone in your family, just to really take time to put the effort into making sure that those around you can strive the same way you have done so well in your own life. And I look at my daughter and I'm seeing there are so many things that I have to teach her. There are many times where I'm talking to her, I'm like, oh, she doesn't know that. She doesn't know this. Well, that's my fault. I'm supposed to be teaching her certain things. And sometimes, again, like I said before, I have to be less in certain aspects for her to be more, right? I can't be more while she's also trying to be more, unless we're doing the same things. But sometimes I have to be less in what I'm doing in certain things so she can be more in certain things. So I know, again, I say about being more, but as we go into being more in 24, also think about how you can be less in certain things so you can be more for someone else. And go right back to our quote. Gratitude and attitude are not challenges, they are choices. We need to choose to be gracious. We need to choose our attitude to be able to give more and to be less for ourselves and for others. And I charge you this year, as we go into next year, 24, to be more in 24, to be more for yourself and to be more for others, which again means being less for yourself, but be more for others. And those are my three charges, because I truly believe that humanity still has hope. I know there are times when I look around the world and I hate watching the news, but I watch the news and I see so many things happening. I'm like, yo, what is happening around us? But humanity, I truly believe in humanity still, even though there is war happening in Gaza and there are so many issues happening around the world and people just being angry, right? People always ask me, how many kids do you have? So I have one daughter. I never say only one daughter. I always say one daughter. But then they always end up saying only one. I'm like, yeah, I got one. And I don't know if I could bring someone else in this world right now at this time, because it's a scary time to raise kids, but also a scary time just to be alive. And this goes for anyone. I'm not talking about any particular religion or ethnic group. Just to be a human being in today's society right now is very, very daunting. It's very, very challenging. And I just hope and pray that as we continue to push forward, that we all can be more today for ourselves, for each other, for our communities, etc. Because I truly believe in the power of the human spirit still. And this whole Be More Today platform has been about that since day one. Yes, we talk about health and wellness and fitness and all the things that help us to be better humans. But at the heart of it really is just, like I said, being better humans and showcasing and sharing the gifts that we have as individuals with the rest of the world. So, folks, as I close out this year, I just want to say thank you so much for your love and support. We had a great year with so many amazing guests on the show. And just to share with you some of the highlights, as I went through my Spotify. Spotify always gives us these updates of on the best shows or the shows that got the biggest ratings. And one of the shows that was a game changer this year for us was our show with our dietitian, running coach, and nutritionist, Coach Tara. So I gotta just say thank you to her. Best Life Flyers, the group that really pushed me this year for the Berlin Marathon on every Tuesday and Thursday at Wingate. At Boys and Girls. Thank you so much for being on the show. You being on the show changed our show and introduced so many new listeners to the show. So I appreciate you for that. And our most watched episode for this year, or our most shared episode this year, was from our VP of Operations at JAG, Saphir Jenkins. So I appreciate him for the great show we had today, that day also. And I'm just looking forward to just engaging with more people. I always tell my wife that I am an extroverted introvert. I'm not the one who's going to go into a room and just start talking and, engage a room. But when it comes to a podcast, I'm on this thing. And I just hope that I continue to bring a smile to your face. I continue to remind you in the power of the human spirit and continue to show you and remind you how you too can push and take your steps greatness to be the best version of you. That's been my charge since day one, and that will continue to be my charge as we go into being more in 2024. So, folks, I appreciate you. I salute each and every last one of you. Join our challenge for January 1st. Join up now. Sign up now. Go into the site, BeMoreToday.com. Click on the Steps to Greatness Challenge and join us. And again, if you're looking for a running club, please, our Spartan Sunday Running Club is open. It's one of the most friendly and welcoming clubs that are around there. There are a number of clubs that I really, really support and love. Best Life Flyers is one of them, and we're another. And if you're looking for a running club to be a part of, looking for a community of great people who just want to see you succeed and excel, my boy Ishmael Torres and I run that group. Please join us. Also on Instagram, Spartan Sundays Running Club. Join us as we go into next year. And the last thing I want to say is that we will have a workout series starting on the 31st of December. The 31st of December. Before the new year even kicks in, we're going to be working out at my job, the JAG Physical Therapy Clinic in the Georgetown area, 2133 Robb Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. On Sundays and Sunday mornings, we'll be working out for 8 weeks, putting in that work, getting ready for being more in 24. So if you want to be a part of that movement, send me a message to my DMs or email me at info@bemoretoday.com. Or again, check out our website, bemoretoday.com, or our Spartan Sunday Running Club page on Instagram and our Be More Today page on Instagram as well for more details on that. It is free, open to the community and to the public, and we're going to be kicking everybody's butt as we go into being more for 24. So, folks, as I always say, have a good day, have a good night, have a great life, and continue to take your steps to greatness to be more in 24. And don't forget our quote from today. Gratitude and attitude are not challenges. They are choices, by Robert Grath. Choose wisely as we go into next year. Appreciate the things you've been given. Continue to give to those who are in need. And let's all be more in 24 together. I'll see you all next year. Peace.